stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun gets.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Chicago.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Hey, get in there, get what you want.
Darnell Mooney there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He gives to Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Green Bay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Gurley. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run for the 1st time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Love looking to throw it. Flush to his right. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Love. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 81 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Bears 14, Packers 3.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Looking deep for Adams. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he hasn't altered what he does.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right on the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game 1.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. And they defeated him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
13.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Touchdown, Packers! Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Chandler Catanzaro lining up.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 35-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That's caught by Montgomery. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Complete to Allen.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up
as a wide out. When you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, You're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 41. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
No gain.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Love from the gun. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and
the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Ball at the 24 and a second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He's going to look deep for Watkins, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over.
33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground?
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and he is out of bounds right around the 34.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Matt Prater.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
10-6 at the 43-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Tonight,
I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play.